that number 2 shoe. I want to win out.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Liberty Flames, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sooners will kick it away to start. Coming out with it, it's Vincent. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Liberty's offense will have the football first. Last time we saw these guys, they came
What's going on, Bristol?
firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I gotta mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times, because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to back it.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Offense changing the play. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. All right, guys, let's talk a little about Liberty. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
And the Flames had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. No room to
Beat it.
return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Great place to start for this offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the 1st down.
The Sooner fans booming. A They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give on the inside. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put
running that ball.
Board. The offense took care of business.
Dropping back, it's Burrow. They're working that left side. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Finding open areas. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Sweet cut there. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Sooners are on the move. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. And that is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going for 6. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. The Sooners line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Welcome.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for a man, it's Burrow. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Finds his big tight end. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Really nice job between the quarterback and tight end on that play. And in this area of the field, these windows are really small, so you've got to have great timing. QB and tight end showed you right there.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll try the run. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. The give on the option. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Flames will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. After 45 on its way. Found the seam on the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Burrow. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Wants to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown Sooner. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a 2nd. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Past the 1st down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll give it to him again. Fights off the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He picks up the 1st down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it past the marker. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. Right back to the well. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. And the Flames headed quickly to the line. Quarterback may change this route. Here comes the heat. Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Flames have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Time timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Flames.
Got it.
Man, it's frustrating as a defense because you got to stop the run. There's a good chance they're running the football here in this situation, trying to punch it in the end zone. You're trying to go to the half with a little bit of momentum. This defense just couldn't make the play to get off the field.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout.
Let's go.
Good shit, Alana. Like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking for a man, it's Burrow. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Sooners send out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. No huddle here for the offense. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Bruh, I was trying to get to the field goal, but I didn't have another time. Another time out or no time.
Talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a...
Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. Motion from the back. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. To the air, it's Burrow. And the defense
Let's go! Shit, Kendrick.
Quarterback down at the 44.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Flames can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They feed him again. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones.
He's loose on the right. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Liberty. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. And the pass is
good shit, Tom.
Loose by the hit. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Burrow. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Sooners are flying down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on 2nd down. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gives it on the option. Crosses to 40. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds. The Flames will line it up on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the 1st down, and really starting to play physical.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. He wants to change this route. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And the Flames trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Flames.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Hauls it in. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. That's the end of the period. Liberty is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So 1st down will open up the final period. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Burrow. He'll try to do it himself. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Looking for space. It's Lanier. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. The Flames in the hurry-up.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. From the shotgun, the inside give. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Flames have this offense rolling. The give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Flames kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on!
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there. Might be changing the route.
go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert. And fourth down is coming. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Looking for his man in the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the fourth. Caught behind the line. It's Isaac. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. Turns it on in midfield. Turning on the Jets. He's showing it all. The juice, the Jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Power football with the run. Runs for the tackle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He got it! And he will score! Touchdown Sooners!
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point.
It's blocked. Now they've got to get on it. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Leaves it with the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this is a moment with the lead late on third down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And the Flames will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Burrow. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. see if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds a tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big...
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. This defense will try to keep everything in front. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. And still a 1-point game here, Jesse, and the offense would like to put something together.
No doubt, execution is going to be critical here, David, because with a 1-point lead, it just feels like the team that makes the fewest mistakes at this point of the game is going to win.
And it's nice to know that my defense just put a really good stop together, got me the ball back. Now it's go time. 4th quarter, I got to go make this happen.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
Man, that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams.